Today we're looking at the G3 Starter Kit Pro from UniFi. So this is part of their access control series. And inside the kit itself, so you have the G3 Reader, you have the G3 Reader Pro, you have the Access Hub, and you also have 2 key fobs that comes inside of this kit, so making access control easy. And what we will do today is showing up how to configure everything so it works perfectly for your projects. So looking at the key fob, so you don't get a red light like this one, but you actually can configure a key fob to be able to say your name.
Welcome, Jeremy.
And make sure that the configuration is just how you like it. All right, let's get to it. So first thing, when you enter your UniFi platform on the web, make sure that your gateway has the access up to date. So you can see it here going into the settings, into the control plane, and you can update your access right here. When this is done, you have this little icon that will appear so you can access all your access control device from your platform. And now we're gonna start by looking at the classic reader that we have here. So going inside the settings, you can see that you can set different directions. So either entry or exit. This is to make sure that you monitor the right entrance to your needs, because eventually we'll see it. You can go inside the settings and actually see which door has been triggered. So it's easier for you to track the traffic, so if people use more the exit or the entry, and also see where the critical errors happen. So someone using a key fob, like I showed earlier, and then you have this red light, so you understand that maybe they have a problem with this door. So it's all about, maintenance and monitoring of what's happening. So using the regular reader, you can use the TouchPass. So this is something that was introduced in the latest update from the access control from UniFi. So this is using the NFC from either Apple or Google. We'll touch that in a little bit. You have the NFC card that you can enable as well. So NFC card also refers to these key fobs. You have the mobile unlock. So this is using the application of Ubiquiti Identify. So using this one, it creates a Bluetooth protocol. So through Bluetooth, you're able to open either lock. So it will communicate with it, either you press a button with it or just tapping your phone on it will unlock the door. We will do all the demos when I'm finished showing you guys all of this. And you also have N-Wave. So for this one, you can literally show your hand and then it will open the door. So depending if you want Credential or not, so this can be useful when we're talking about an exit. You just wave your door, unlocks it, and there you go. You also have different message you can have for greetings. So again, now we're at the exit reader, so you have the option of it saying either bye or see you. And you can change also the status light and status sound. So this is pretty much it for the regular reader. But when we go inside the Pro, as you can see just from the interface that we have here, it's already a lot different. You have a lot more options on there. So this one is set for the entry. There is a caller receiver because this can act similar to a video intercom because you have this two-way communication, you have this two-way video. So when someone calls on the Reader Pro, through your application, you're actually able to monitor the situation. They're able to see you, you're able to see them, and also communicate with them to understand if you either yes or no let them access your premise. Next is the template, so we can set that up. We will do that later. And from the template, this is where you can navigate through either enabling the TouchPass, NFC card, the mobile unlock. And the difference that we have here is actually that this device has facial recognition. So you can upload your picture in there and then it will be able to unlock the doors for you as soon as you show your face in front of the device. You also have access to a PIN code that you can enter. And a nice thing about this is with the keypad layout, because we're used to the standard layout where it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 0, but you can also randomize this layout so people cannot just by looking at your hand understand what is your password. So all the numbers will be randomed. So this way the 2 can be on the top and then the 1 can be on the bottom. So then you just look at the screen and you press, making again security a priority there. You also have a QR code that you can use for visitors, so sending QR codes to your friends, to your family when they come to your premise. So only scanning the QR code there will grant them access. And if you want this extra layer of security, so you have the two-step authentication. So that means that you require two different methods to actually unlock the door. And you even have a time limit for the authentication. If you want to really make sure that you are in control, you have access to the require approver. So that means that every time someone wants to enter the premise, so scanning or entering their code, then you have to grant them access. So you would receive a notification on your app, and then you say yes or no if the door unlocks. And now I'm gonna I discussed the TouchPass a little bit. So we will go inside the settings right here and click on TouchPass. As you can see, we have 10 TouchPasses inside our account right now. So these comes with the starter kit, and these TouchPasses are a 1-year contract. So it's a subscription fee to pay after the yearly contract that comes with this. So this is a partnership that UniFi did with Apple and Google because it uses their technology of encryption, so for the NFC credential. And now I understand what you're maybe thinking is there are so many credentials right now for my device. Why would I need to use their TouchPass? Well, it's this extra layer of security, right? Because if we're looking at the key fob right here, yes, all the encrypted technology in there makes it secure, but if you lose your key, well, you cannot enter anymore, right? And someone can steal it and just use it to enter the premise. And same thing with the mobile unlock. So this is a Bluetooth communication between your phone and the device. So all you need to do is bring your phone close to the device itself. And as you can see, it opens the door. So it acts as a key. So yes, it's practical for you to use to unlock the door, but if you lose this, well, someone else can grab it and open the door for you. Yes, of course, with the facial recognition, there's no issue there. Same thing with your PIN code. But the TouchPass is kind of a mix of both because people cannot use your phone to open the door. They need to unlock it to access your wallet. And in there, you have this TouchPass to unlock the door. So again, making it an extra layer of security to have the convenience of using your phone to unlock the door without requiring that if you lose it, people can actually use your phone to unlock your door. So it's something to keep in mind. If it's something you want, I think it's beneficial to have and it can be really practical. Now, we're gonna go inside the interface designer to show you how that works. So again, this is for the Reader Pro that we have here. So you can do a couple of things. As we mentioned, you can add a logo. So we added our logo right here. You can also change the text that appears. So what I like to do is send you a small message that is totally innocent, so like and subscribe. You can also change the different access methods, so adding the QR code, a PIN, NFC card on mobile unlock, TouchPass, and face unlock. So as you can see, when you select face unlock, you actually lose the ability to have a logo and a background. This is because that when you have the face unlock, when you come in front of the screen, it starts recording. So you can see the camera right here. So we have the hand of Oleg, so we don't see too much, but still the camera is recording. So when I remove this, then you have access to the logo and the background. Now, you also have access to choose if you want it to act as a video intercom. So if you disable this, people will not be able to call to the reader. All they will be able to do is use their access code. So whether the key fob, PIN, etc., to unlock the door. But if you want to give this ability to people to call you, you can choose the option to either swipe to call or hold the button. And as you can see here, it changes the look of the interface. Now, when you choose the call method, you also have access to doorbell call. So you need to select to who it will call when someone actually clicks this button. So if you're using the Identity app, you can enter your email address for your account, and then when someone calls, it will actually call directly on your phone through the Identity app. But there's also a landline function, so you can enter your personal phone number and it will act the same way. So when this call happens, you're able to monitor the situation through the camera, So you're able to see who's there and you're able to communicate with them and unlock the door as well. And now going back to the devices. So now we're gonna look at our access hub that we have right here, because this is not just a simple hub. You have multiple options that you can do with this. So for example, we discussed the insights earlier. So in the insights, as you can see from the different colors, you have different information that is showcased to you. So the light blue will showcase the exits, dark blue the entries, and the red color is the access denied. So this is something I mentioned earlier. So you're able to track everything that is happening on your premise just by looking at these different insights. And as you can see here, well, you have the different information. So who's scanning the card, if it's an invalid card, at what time, and through the little icons right here, you have the entry or the exit that you can see the difference, and also what they use to do this. So whether it was just their phone, if it was an NFC card, and so on, so through the different methods. Going into the settings, so it gives you access to a schedule that you can see here. So you can customize a schedule. So depending when you want the door to be unlocked or locked. So if you want to unlock it during most of the day, well, you can do it for the schedule. And same thing, if you want to add a block on the weekend, all you need to do is click, and then you can do all day, for example, and it will just create a schedule for this period. You can also create temporary unlocks. So that means that the door will be unlocked for a custom period of time. You have some presets, so 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, or just leave indefinitely unlocked, but you can also customize the unlock duration right here. Another thing that we have is the first person in requirement. So the door will remain unlocked after the first authorized user unlocks it during the schedule unlock period. It automatically locks again after the schedule ends. So again, giving you some flexibility when talking about access control. And going back up, we will look at the terminal manager, because as you can see on its build, you have multiple terminals that you can plug in. So for example, here we have the motion one, so you can connect different motion sensors to your door. You even have a button terminal, so this is to connect a push to exit button to your access hub. You have for door positioning, so again, connecting a door position sensor to this terminal, and same thing with emergency, so to connecting different emergency devices. If we go on the other side, well, it's about the lock duration that you can customize, and you have different things for the siren, the chime, that you can do all inside the application. So to customize it to your need, the access hub, but through the visualization, it really helps you configure everything you have. So yes, you have the starter kit here, but you can always add more device to your solution to make it more secured for you. And now the time has come. We will do some demos for you to understand how to do everything. All right, so first thing we'll do is configure your key fob, because this comes with the kit, and if you're not familiar with it, well, maybe you don't know how to do this. Because right now, if you take this key fob, point it here,
Invalid credential.
you have this error message. So what you need to do is actually go through the cogwheel on the bottom left and go inside card inventory. Make sure you are in the access panel. So you can see it right now, it's in blue color. And when you're in there, you just need to do add NFC card. So even if it says NFC card, it's still talking about key fob. This goes in the same category. Then you register this NFC card for a reader. I continue. And all you need to do now is just put the NFC card next to the reader for a few seconds, and then it will register. When you hear this noise, at the same time on your screen, you will see that there is a new card that you can associate. So for example, I will put myself in there. We can change the card name. So I will name it the Pipl card, even though it's a key fob, and assign. So now my key fob is activated, just a matter of seconds. So when I badge it,
Welcome, Jeremy.
as you can see, it's already working. So really easy to do, doesn't take a lot of time. Next would be about facial detection. So we'll try to make it work for you guys. in the sense, so you're able to see what's happening, because again, with the camera, I'm gonna turn this on and my picture is already inside. So all I will need to do is actually change the template, because right now the template is not set for facial recognition. So going inside the template settings, opening the face unlock, and there you have it. So if I take this and then I change it and put it in front of my face.
Welcome, Jeremy.
So again, really instant. And that's what I like about this access control, is it doesn't take time. When you do something like this, it just works. You don't have to wait in front of the camera. My face was all blurry on the side and it still was able to pick me up. This is actually something you can change in the device. So going back to the Pro Reader, you can change the sensitivity of the facial recognition. So right here, you can have it to the most secure. So then you would require to stand a little bit longer so the camera is able to analyze the situation. Now we're gonna look at the pin code. So right now it's in standard mode. So as you can see here on the screen, you have the pin code in the standard layout. So having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 0. But if I click on randomize, I apply the changes. So all I need to do is cancel and go back. And now, as you can see, all the numbers are randomized. So you have, I think, the 4, the 7. So again, making it secure so people, when you enter your PIN code, they cannot just look at your hand to understand what is your passcode. And next, we're gonna look at the mobile app. So using the Identity mobile app from UniFi to unlock the door and what you can do with this. All right, so by downloading the Identify app from Ubiquiti, you have access to a bunch of things. So as you can see here, the first door, so the door 339C is the door that we have installed right here. So I can click on that one and actually unlock the door, so from afar. And I can also monitor. So using the camera from, I will enable the microphone. So you can see that you have the two-way communication. So through the Reader Pro, you can even have this camera, so we're able to see Oleg. And even though it's a small screen here, you have a great view from the camera, so it gives you a great angle to understand who's in front of your door. And from there, as I shown, you can communicate, but you can also, again, unlock the door when you made sure that the person in front of it was actually the person you're looking for. If you go on the cogwheel, so on the top left, this is where you would have access to the mobile tap. So when we're talking about the Bluetooth credential, that is called the mobile unlock on the web interface. And this is what you need to actually unlock here to be able to come with your phone and unlock the door like so. And now if you want to use this video intercom function, so to receive different calls, and you are the call receiver, so this is how it works. So people will press the call button. So you need to hold it for a few seconds. It starts ringing. So on your application, you're receiving a call. So all you need to do is open the call itself, and then it opens the application we just saw, with the microphone turned on, so similar to before. So using the Identify app, you can either close the door or unlock it to let the people in. So again, making it really easy for you to use the Reader Pro from UniFi and let someone in without too much disturbance. We receive more and more technical questions from you guys when concerning about the different Ubiquiti products that we reviewed. And guys, keep sending them. We want to help you, and this is our goal by making this video, is to help you with the installation, but also help you along the way. So if you have a question afterward, if you have a question about a different setup you'd like to have, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. This is what we're here for. And the best way to support us is either use the affiliate link that you see in the description to get your UniFi security, or just like and subscribe, watch our video. And that's the best way to really encourage what we're doing. As you can see, we're trying to diverse. So yes, doing the different security cameras, but also doing the access control like so, like the video intercom we did a while back. And then we also install them on real situations. So you guys are able to see the big picture not just a review. We have the LPR camera coming up. We also want to do the orange speaker video. So keep watching. See you on the next one. I'm Jeremy from Pipl System. It was a pleasure to do this video today.